back to your chemistry class, children. Today we are going to recall about our first lesson, that is chemical reactions and equations. See, in our previous class also we have discussed about this chemical reactions and equation. Today we are going to continue this lesson. So before that, what we have discussed in our previous class, that is we have discussed about what is chemical reaction and types of chemical reaction and chemical equation, isn't it? So what are the types of chemical reaction we have discussed in our previous class? That is combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement, double displacement, exothermic reactions, endothermic reactions. These reactions already we have discussed, isn't it? What is combination? It is the combination. See, the word itself is there. It is the combining. That is combination of two or more substance to form a different product. That is, two or more reactant combined to form a single product is called combination. Two or more substance combined to form a single product. So you know very well that is for example calcium oxide combines with water to form calcium hydroxide. This is one of the example for combination reaction. That is, two reactants combined to form a single product, isn't it? Same like this. What is decomposition reaction? Already we have discussed. That is a single substance split into form two or more product. So see, both are opposite reaction. Combination and decomposition both also opposite reaction. You know very well. See here, two or more reactants combined to form a single product. But in decomposition, a single substance split into form two or more product. And we have discussed about what is the displacement reaction. That is, a more reactive element displace less reactive element from its compound. A more reactive element displace less reactive element from its compound is called displacement reaction. So you know very well. See here, iron is more reactive than copper. We have discussed about activity series of metal. In that activity series of metal, elements are arranged in the order of, that is, metals are arranged in the order of decreasing activities, isn't it? It is arranged in the order of decreasing activities. In that decreasing activities, copper is less reactive compared to iron. So see here, because of iron is more reactive than copper, this iron displaces this copper from copper sulfate solution. So this type of reaction is considered as a displacement reaction. Next we have discussed about double displacement or double decomposition reaction. What is double displacement or double decomposition reaction? That is, it is double displacement or double decomposition reaction is nothing. For example, sodium sulfate combines with barium chloride. It forms barium sulfate and sodium chloride. See here, what happens in this reaction? Exchange of ions takes place. See here, exchange of ions between two reactants to form two different products. See here sodium combines with this chlorine, barium combines with this sulfate. So exchange of ions takes place. So exchange of ions between two reactants to form two different products is called double displacement or double decomposition reaction. What is this downward arrow mark indicates? It is precipitate, isn't it? Downward arrow mark indicate precipitate, upward arrow mark indicate gas. So here it is downward arrow mark indicate it is barium sulfate. If we have got from this reaction is called precipitate. Barium sulfate precipitate, that is white precipitate. The color of precipitate is white. And in this reaction, it indicates that most of the double displacement reactions are precipitation reactions. Most of the double displacement reactions are precipitation reactions. What is meant by precipitate? An insoluble substance present in a solution is called precipitate. Here, barium sulfate is a solid product, that is insoluble substance present in a solution. So this type of reaction is called precipitation reaction. So most of the double decomposition reactions are precipitation reactions. Okay. And then in this, already in our previous class I have informed you about one more type of reaction, that is, what is this? NaOH. You know very well, this is base. And then HCl. hydrochloric acid. This is one acid. So sodium hydroxide is a base and hydrochloric acid is an acid, and one base and one acid reacts to form salt and water. It reacts to form salt and water. See, sodium hydroxide, NaOH. You know very well, that is generally bases have hydroxide ion concentration. See, it has OH minus ions. Na plus OH minus ion. Same like this, acids contain hydrogen ion concentration. So, this sodium hydroxide is a base and this hydrochloric acid is an acid. You know very well. What is neutralization reaction means? One base reacts with acid to form salt and water. This type of reaction is called neutralization reaction. So, in our previous class we have discussed about what is the combination reaction, then decomposition reaction, then displacement, that is displacement or single displacement reaction. Displacement or single displacement reaction, and then double displacement reaction, and this reaction is called neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction. So we have discussed like this some example for combination, decomposition, displacement, double displacement as well as neutralization. And like this, you know very well about exothermic and endothermic reactions. During exothermic reactions, the heat energy is evolved. That means, see here, the first reaction when calcium oxide combines with water, that is quicklime dissolves in water to form slaked lime, calcium hydroxide. This is an example of exothermic reaction also, because during this process it releases heat. During this process it evolves heat. So this is also one of the example for exothermic as well as combination reaction. This is also one of the example of exothermic as well as combination. And same like this, see here in this reaction on heating this calcium carbonate. What is calcium carbonate? This is one of the chemical substance. Other form of calcium carbonate are, that is marble as one of the form of calcium carbonate, and limestone also one of the form of calcium carbonate, chalk also one of the form of calcium carbonate, and egg cell also made up of calcium carbonate. And egg cell also made up of calcium carbonate. So you know very well, keep it in your mind. CaCO3, this is a chemical name of CaCO3 is calcium carbonate, and marble also made up of this formula, chemical formula is calcium carbonate, and limestone also it is a form of calcium carbonate, chalk also it is in the form of calcium carbonate, and egg cell also it is made up of calcium carbonate. Okay, see here in this reaction what happens when on heating this calcium carbonate, it gives calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. See here what happens during this process, the heat energy is absorbed by this calcium carbonate. So absorption of heat energy in chemical reaction is considered as an endothermic reactions, isn't it? Endothermic reaction. So this is an example of decomposition as well as endothermic reaction. So combination, decomposition, displacement, double displacement, exothermic, endothermic, precipitation reaction, neutralization reaction. These reactions we have discussed already. Now we are going to discuss about oxidation reaction, reduction reactions and redox reactions. We will discuss one by one. Listen. Do you know what is meant by oxidation? Do you have any idea about what is oxidation? Listen, I will tell you. Oxidation reaction . See, oxidation reaction. See, oxidation reaction is nothing. It is addition of oxygen or non-metallic element, addition of non-metallic element or removal of metallic element. Listen, see, oxidation reaction. First you have to know about what is oxidation. Oxidation is nothing, it is addition of oxygen to the substance or a removal of hydrogen from the substance or loss of electron or addition of non-metallic element to the substance or removal of metallic element from the substance. In this, if any one of the reaction takes place, it is considered as an oxidation reaction. For example, I will tell you the simple example, you know very well, when magnesium ribbon burns in air to produce magnesium oxide. When magnesium ribbon burns in air to produce magnesium oxide. Listen here, during this process, in this reaction what happens, we are taking magnesium and this magnesium combines with oxygen and we are getting magnesium oxide. See, compare the reactants and products, what happened. Just here only we are taking magnesium, but in product side we are getting magnesium oxide. What happens in this reaction? This is oxygen is added here. Only we are taking magnesium in reactant side, and when it combines with oxygen, we are getting magnesium oxide. So oxygen is added in this reaction, that is addition of oxygen takes place. So this is an oxidation reaction. Same like this, addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen also is said to be, what is that? Oxidation. Removal of hydrogen also said to be oxidation. For example, ammonia gives nitrogen and hydrogen. See here, in this reaction, ammonia and splitting to form nitrogen and hydrogen. See here it is nitrogen and hydrogen is there, but this hydrogen is removed from this reaction. So this is removal of hydrogen takes place. So this is also one of the example of oxidation reaction. Same like this, loss of electron. You know that we have discussed about, that is displacement reaction, that is when iron reacts with copper sulfate solution. We have discussed about iron reacts with copper sulfate solution to form what? Iron sulfate and copper. See, compare this reaction, what happens here? See, copper 2 plus sulfate 2 minus. Iron 2 plus sulfate 2 minus. So here what happens? See here, in this reaction, iron is converted to Fe2 plus. When Fe changes to form Fe2 plus, loss of electron gives positive charge or gain of electron gives positive charge. Already you know very well. Loss of electron gives positive charge to the atom. So here iron lost 2 electron. In this reaction what happens? This iron lost 2 electrons to form iron 2 plus. Same like this, see here, iron, what happens? We take iron here, this iron lost 2 electrons here. Iron lost 2 electrons here to form iron 2 plus. So here loss of electron takes place. So this also considered as an iron to iron sulfate. It is considered as an oxidation reaction. Same like this, addition of non-metallic element or removal of metallic element. See whether it is addition of non-metallic element or removal of metallic element also considered as an, what is it? Oxidation reaction. For example, sodium combines with oxygen to form sodium oxide. See, in this reaction, this sodium is a metal and oxygen is a non-metal. This is metallic element, oxygen is a non-metallic element. See, with this metallic element, non-metallic element is added here. So what happens here? Addition of non-metal. So this also considered as an oxidation reaction. Addition of non-metal. So this also considered as an oxidation reaction. So like this, during chemical reaction, addition of oxygen takes place, or removal of hydrogen takes place, or loss of electron, or addition of non-metallic element, or removal of metallic element. In this, any one of these reaction takes place in a chemical reaction is considered as an oxidation reaction. See, in magnesium, oxygen is added to form magnesium oxide. So here addition of oxygen takes place. In this reaction, ammonia to form nitrogen and hydrogen. In this reaction, this ammonia remove hydrogen from this. So removal of hydrogen takes place. So this also it is oxidation reaction. And see this next, loss of electron. How loss of electron takes place? Compare this reaction when iron reacts with copper sulfate to form iron sulfate and copper. You know very well this is one of the displacement reaction. In this, compare iron and iron sulfate. What happens here? Iron loses 2 electron to form iron sulfate here. So iron 2 plus Fe2 plus here. So 2 electron lost to form Fe2 plus. So loss of electron takes place. So this is also considered as an oxidation. Same like this, see here in this reaction, that is addition of metallic element or addition of non-metallic element or removal of metallic element also considered as an oxidation. Here in this reaction, sodium is a metallic element, oxygen is a non-metallic element. See, compare the sodium and sodium oxide. What happens? This sodium combines with one non-metallic element. So this is also considered as an oxidation reaction. Okay, so these are oxidation reaction. Then now we are going to discuss about reduction reaction. Reduction reactions are opposite to that of oxidation reaction. See, listen. What is reduction reaction? Next we are going to discuss about reduction reaction, that is addition of hydrogen, removal of oxygen, next gain of electron, addition of metallic element and removal of non-metallic element. Listen carefully. See here, this is reduction reaction. Reduction reactions are opposite to that of oxidation reactions. Listen. Reduction reactions are opposite to that of oxidation reaction. So see here, addition of oxygen is oxidation, but here removal of oxygen is reduction and removal of hydrogen is oxidation. Here addition of hydrogen is reduction. So just opposite reactions. Then in oxidation, loss of electron is oxidation. Here gain of electron is considered as a reduction. Same like this, addition of metallic element is considered as a reduction and removal of non-metallic element is considered as a reduction. Okay, now we will discuss one by one. In this, first addition of hydrogen. In same example we can take, that is ammonia preparation. Nitrogen and hydrogen combine to form ammonia. In this reaction, what happens? We are taking nitrogen, that nitrogen reacts with hydrogen. We are getting nitrogen is added with hydrogen. So here addition of hydrogen takes place. Hydrogen is added here. So this type of reaction is considered as a reduction process takes place, reduction reaction. Okay, same like this. See here, in this next, removal of oxygen. So how do you say that? Same like in first example, that is carbon dioxide on heating gives carbon and oxygen. See what happens in this process? We are taking carbon dioxide, this one on heating gives carbon and oxygen. See what happens in this reaction? On heating carbon dioxide, we are getting carbon and oxygen. Same like this, I am taking magnesium oxide, we will get magnesium and oxygen. See, in these reactions, what happens means, oxygen is removed here. Removal of oxygen takes place. So, this is considered as a reduction process. Same like this, gain of electron. Same example we can discuss, that is iron reacts with copper sulfate to form iron sulfate and copper. Here compare this copper sulfate to copper. What happens in this reaction? See here, we are taking copper 2 plus, and what happens means this copper 2 plus gain 2 electron and changes to form copper. See here what happens between copper sulfate and copper. In this reaction, this copper 2 plus gains 2 electron to form copper. So this is a gain of electron takes place. So this is also one of the example of reduction. And next same example we can take for addition of metallic element or removal of non-metallic element. We have discussed already, that is nitrogen and oxygen combine to form, sodium, not nitrogen, sodium and oxygen combine to form sodium oxide. Sodium and oxygen combine to form sodium oxide. In this reaction, what happens, already we have discussed about, this sodium is added with non-metallic element, so it is called oxidation reaction. And compare oxygen with this sodium oxide. What happens in this reaction? Here oxygen is non-metallic element. With this oxygen, metallic element sodium is combined here. So addition of metallic element, so this is considered as an reduction reaction. So like this, during chemical reaction, that addition of hydrogen to the element or hydrogen to the substance, removal of oxygen from the substance or gain of electron to the substance, and addition of metallic element to the substance or removal of non-metallic element from the substance is considered as a reduction reaction. So oxidation reactions are opposite to that of reduction reactions. See in this first reaction, that is during ammonia preparation, what happens when nitrogen combines with hydrogen to form ammonia? In this process, we are taking nitrogen and getting ammonia. In this, nitrogen combines with this hydrogen, that is addition of hydrogen takes place. So this is a reduction reaction. And here removal of oxygen takes place. So here reduction takes place. And see, compare this copper sulfate to copper, and copper 2 plus to copper takes place. When copper 2 plus changes into copper, it gains 2 electron. So copper 2 plus gain 2 electron changes to copper. So gain of electron takes place. This is also a reduction reaction. And see here, in this reaction, compare oxygen and sodium oxide. What happens? Oxygen is non-metallic element and sodium is metallic element. So addition of metallic element takes place. So this also it is considered as a what reaction? That is reduction reaction. Same like this, instead of sodium, if we will take copper combines with oxygen to form copper oxide. During this process, so what happens means, during this process, this copper burns in air to form copper oxide, reacts with air. Copper reacts with oxygen to form copper oxide. In this reaction, this copper changes into black color copper oxide. What's the color of this copper oxide? It is black in color. What's the color of this copper oxide? Copper 2 oxide. Because you know very well, the valency of oxygen is 2. Here copper also it is 2. So both valencies 2. So CuO is the formula for copper oxide here. Isn't it? So in this reaction, copper reacts with oxygen present in air to form copper oxide, that is turned into black color substance copper oxide. This is also one of the example for, we can say this addition of non-metallic element or here addition of metallic element. We can choose this also one of the example. So this is one of the reaction of reduction process. So oxidation and reduction both also opposite process. Now we are going to discuss about redox reactions. Listen. Listen, redox reactions. See, next we are going to discuss about redox reactions. reduction reactions takes place simultaneously in a chemical reaction. In a chemical reaction is called redox reaction. So listen here, both oxidation and reduction reactions takes place simultaneously in a chemical reaction is called redox reaction. Just now we have discussed about oxidation process and reduction process, isn't it? See that oxidation reaction, reduction reactions we have discussed separately, but both reactions takes place simultaneously in a single reaction is called redox reactions. So the name that is read from reduction, ox from oxidation, both reactions takes place simultaneously in a chemical reaction is called redox reaction. For example, I'll tell you, listen. Copper oxide combines with hydrogen to form copper plus water. Listen carefully. Copper oxide combines with hydrogen to form copper and water. This is one of the chemical reaction, isn't it? So in this reaction, what happens? See, what happens between copper oxide to copper? What happens between copper oxide to copper? Addition of oxygen or removal of oxygen takes place. See here, copper oxide is there, here only copper is present. So oxygen is removed from this reactant, isn't it? Removal of oxygen takes place. Removal of oxygen is considered as an reduction. Next, see, compare this hydrogen to water. What happens here? Here we are taking hydrogen. Here we are getting water. That is, oxygen is added. Addition of oxygen takes place. So addition of oxygen is considered as an oxidation. So what happens in this reaction? Compare this copper oxide to copper. Removal of oxygen takes place. So it is reduction. Here hydrogen to water. Addition of oxygen takes place. So it is oxidation. Like this, both oxidation and reduction both also takes place simultaneously in a chemical reaction is called redox reaction. So wherever we are going to discuss about oxidation, compulsory in that process reduction takes place, and wherever we are going to discuss about reduction, compulsory and that place oxidation also is present. So these process, oxidation and reduction, takes place simultaneously in a chemical reaction is called redox reaction. So in our daily normal situation, wherever oxidation, reduction also it is possible. So both reactions combine to form it is redox reactions. Okay. So see here what happens. How will you write this? Copper oxide reduced to copper here. Hydrogen is oxidized to water, isn't it? And they will ask me your examination, which substance is oxidized? Which substance oxidized here? See, which substance is oxidized here? The substance oxidized. Which is oxidized here? See, hydrogen is oxidized to water. Which substance is oxidized here? Hydrogen is oxidized to water. And which substance is reduced here? Which substance is reduced here? See here, copper oxide is reduced to form copper. Copper oxide is reduced to copper. Okay. So which substance is oxidized? Hydrogen is oxidized. Which is reduced here? Copper oxide is reduced. So what is redox reaction? Both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously in a chemical reaction is called redox reaction. So in this redox reaction, which substance is oxidized and which substance is reduced means you have to see this both takes place and simultaneously in a chemical reaction, and one substance is getting oxidized or one substance is getting reduced. Now from this we are going to discuss about oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Do you know what is meant by oxidizing agent and reducing hydrogen is considered as an oxidizing agent. Listen here, what is a reducing agent? Which is reduced here? Copper oxide is reduced to copper. Here, to reduce this copper oxide, which helps, this hydrogen helps to reduce that copper oxide to copper. So, in this reaction, this hydrogen helps to remove. So, this hydrogen only helps to remove this oxygen, isn't it? So, this hydrogen helps to remove oxygen from the substance. So, this is considered as an reducing agent. This is considered as a reducing agent. So, here you need to write which substance is oxidized and which is reduced, an oxidizing agent and reducing agent. So, listen, see this reaction, which is the oxidizing agent, and reducing agent. Listen here, which is oxidized, hydrogen is oxidized to water, which gives oxygen to this hydrogen to oxidize, that is copper oxide. So, which act as an oxidizing agent here? Copper oxide. And see here, hydrogen is reduced, oxidized, and copper oxide is reduced to copper. To reduce this copper oxide, which helps, this hydrogen helps to remove this oxygen, isn't it? So, this hydrogen helps to reduce copper oxide to copper. So, this hydrogen is considered as an reducing agent. So, this is very important. In your examination, surely they will ask the substance which get oxidized, the substance which get reduced, and which act as an oxidizing agent, and the substance which act as a reducing agent. Listen here, see in this reaction, copper oxide to copper, that is removal of oxygen takes place, so reduction. And this hydrogen to water, addition of oxygen takes place, so this is oxidation. And here, which substance is getting oxidized, that is hydrogen is added with oxygen, so addition of oxygen takes place, so this is oxidation. And which substance is reduced here? Copper oxide is reduced to copper, so this copper oxide is reduced here. Okay, then which substance act as an oxidizing agent? What is oxidizing agent first? The substance which helps to add oxygen, that is give oxygen to other substance. The substance which give oxygen to other substance are the substance which remove hydrogen from other substance is considered as an oxidizing agent. In this reaction, hydrogen is getting oxidized. For this oxidation, which substance gives oxygen means this copper oxide. It helps to oxidize this hydrogen. So, this is called oxidizing agent. Same like this here, copper oxide is reduced to copper. To reduce this copper oxide, see, to remove this oxygen from copper, which substance helps? This hydrogen. So, this hydrogen only takes up this oxygen. So, which removes this oxygen from this copper oxide? This hydrogen. So, here for this reduction process, hydrogen helps. So, this hydrogen acts as a reducing agent. So, see here, which substance is oxidized, that will act as a reducing agent. Which substance is reduced, that does act as an oxidizing agent. Keep this in your mind. Is it right? Okay. Next we are going to discuss about one more example. Listen. Okay. Listen. See. Next reaction. Zinc oxide combines with carbon to form zinc plus carbon monoxide. See, this is not cobalt, this is carbon monoxide. Here it is written both also capital letter. Okay, see to that. So, zinc oxide reacts with carbon to form zinc and carbon monoxide. Consider this reaction. What happens? Compare this zinc oxide to zinc and carbon to carbon monoxide. What happens in this reaction? See here, zinc oxide to zinc. Removal of oxygen takes place. So this is reduction process takes place. Here addition of oxygen takes place. So oxidation process takes place here. Isn't it? Okay. Here which substance get oxidized? Which substance get oxidized? Which is get oxidized? See here, carbon is oxidized to form carbon monoxide. So next which substances get reduced here? Which is reduced? Zinc oxide is reduced to form zinc. So which is reduced? Zinc oxide is reduced to form zinc. Okay. Same like this. Which is act as an oxidizing agent. Which is act as an oxidizing agent here. So this substance get oxidized. So this gives oxygen to this substance. So this helps this substance to get oxidized. So oxidizing agent is zinc oxide. And which act as an reducing agent? See, zinc oxide is reduced here. So to reduce the zinc oxide, this carbon helps to remove oxygen from the zinc oxide. So here carbon act as a reducing agent. Okay, so listen carefully. The substance which get oxidized act as an what? Reducing agent. The substance act as an reducing agent. And the substance which get reduced act as an oxidizing agent. Is it clear? So this is a redox reaction, that is addition of hydrogen, removal of hydrogen, addition of oxygen, removal of oxygen, loss of electron, gain of electron, addition of metallic element, removal of non-metallic element. Like this, any one of the type of chemical reaction, both also takes place simultaneously in a reaction is called redox reaction. Is it right? This type of reaction is called redox reaction. Same like this, I will discuss one more type of reaction, that is last also we have discussed about copper combines with oxygen to form copper 2 oxide. In this reaction we have discussed this copper combines with oxygen to form black color copper oxide substance, isn't it? In this, what happens means during this process, how this copper converted to form black color copper oxide means with the help of oxidation, isn't it? So now compare this process, copper to copper oxide. What happens? Addition of oxygen takes place. Then compare to oxygen to copper oxide. There is how will you consider this? So you have doubt, isn't it? Now you have to apply what is this? Copper as a metallic element. Oxygen is a non-metallic element. So see here, copper to copper oxide, copper is metallic element. With this metallic element, non-metallic element is added. So addition of non-metallic element is oxidation. And see here in this reaction, oxygen is non-metallic element. Here copper is added with this oxygen. So copper is added. So here what happens? What happens? Addition of metallic element. So this is called reduction. Addition of metallic element. This is addition of non-metallic element oxidation. Addition of metallic element reduction. So this is also one of the example of redox reaction. So here, which substance get oxidized? Copper is oxidized to copper oxide. Which get reduced? Oxygen is reduced to copper oxide. So which act as an oxidizing agent? Copper oxidized. So oxygen gives this oxygen to copper. So this oxygen act as an oxidizing agent. And see here oxygen get reduced. To reduce this, copper helps. So copper act as a reducing agent. Is it right? So like this you have to know about the redox reaction. And finally one more equations we will discuss now. Listen. Listen carefully. Listen. In this reaction, what happens means, listen. Manganese oxide reacts with hydrochloric acid to form manganese chloride, chlorine and water. See, listen carefully. This is also one of the redox reaction. How will you compare this reaction? See, compare this manganese oxide to manganese chloride. So Mn, not magnesium. Magnesium symbol is Mg. This is Mn, manganese. Okay, Mn, it is manganese. Okay, so manganese oxide to manganese chloride. Compare this to what happens? Removal of oxygen takes place. So this is reduction. Okay, and compare this HCl to chlorine. What happens here? See, hydrogen, chlorine, both also here only chlorine. What happened? Removal of hydrogen. So removal of hydrogen also considered as an oxidation. Here, removal of oxygen, reduction. Removal of hydrogen, oxidation. So in this process, here water is extra, that is additional product, so leave it. So you need to compare like this. Here, which substances get oxidized here? That is HCl is hydrochloric acid. HCl is oxidized to chlorine. And which get reduced here? MnO2 reduced to MnCl2. Manganese oxide reduced to manganese chloride. So which substance act as an oxidizing agent? MnO2 gives oxygen to the substance, so act as an oxidizing agent. Which helps as an reducing agent? See here, MnO2 reduced. So HCl helps to MnO2. So HCl helps to reduce this MnO2 to MnCl2. So manganese oxide reduced to manganese chloride. This hydrochloric acid, this HCl removes this oxygen from the substance. So this acts as a what agent? Reducing agent. Okay. So like this in chemical reaction, both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously in a chemical reactions are called redox reactions. So what we have discussed today, children? Today we have discussed about reduction reaction, oxidation reaction and redox reactions. What is oxidation process? Addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen or loss of electron or addition of non-metallic element or removal of metallic element is considered as an oxidation. And what is reduction? Reduction is opposite to that of oxidation. That means addition of hydrogen, removal of oxygen, gain of electron, addition of metallic element, removal of non-metallic element. This is considered as a reduction process. And in some chemical reaction, and not some chemical, most of the chemical reaction, wherever oxidation occurs, compulsory reduction also occurs. That type of both oxidation as well as reduction takes place simultaneously in a chemical reaction is called redox reaction. Okay, in that the substance which get oxidized, the substance which get reduced, and oxidizing agent, reducing agent you have to know. What is oxidizing agent means? What is oxidizing agent? The substance which helps to oxidize, which gives oxygen or which removes hydrogen is called oxidizing agent. Which is called reducing agent. The substance which remove oxygen or which add hydrogen is called reducing agent. Okay, finally the substance which helps to oxidize is called oxidizing agent. The substance which helps to reduce is called reducing agent. Is it clear, children? So next in our next class we are going to discuss about the oxidation reactions in daily life, that is about corrosion and rancidity and prevention of rancidity. Okay, about that we will discuss in our next class. So see to this and we will discuss in our next class. Thank you, children.